Welcome to the Pipe and Coffee Book Club. It has been a long while. I've been pretty busy with work, and I've also been pretty busy. I built that workshop since I did my last video. So I've been pretty busy. One thing that has happened since I made my last video was the Texas Pipe Show, and it's been almost a month. So I'm pretty lax in getting that stuff out too. But what I wanted to do today is to show you some things that I picked up at the Texas Pipe Show. Talk a little bit about how that went. I'll talk a little bit about the workshop. And there's a couple of pipes that I want to talk about beyond the one that I bought at the pipe show. So this is going to be really pipe heavy, but I have a couple of cool ideas for some literature and coffee related stuff coming down the pike. So let's talk about this. Well, me and Roland, one of my pipe smoking buddies here in San Antonio, we left pretty early in the morning of the Texas Pipe Show and got there maybe about 20 minutes after it opened. So we're down in San Antonio. The Texas Pipe Show is just south of Dallas. It's about a 4 hour 15-minute drive. It's nice making that drive with someone else. Roland's been one of my best buddies since I moved to San Antonio. We smoke pipes together. We have a monthly meetup of the San Antonio Pipe Club that's going really strong right now. In fact, the San Antonio Pipe Club routinely has anywhere from 8 to 14 attendees at our first Wednesday meetup. So we typically meet up every first Wednesday of the month and just enjoy hanging out. So it goes fast, man. It makes time go really fast when you realize, hey, I just feel like we just did this, and it's been a month. But we're back to the pipe show. We drove up there. It was in like this cool honky tonk bar, which is the reason that we could, we'd be able to smoke inside. And it was not in the city of Dallas or Fort Worth, so it was out a little ways. All of that made it a little more hospitable for a pipe show that you can actually smoke at. And there seemed like more vendors than normal. I've only been one other time, but it looks like we had a lot of vendors. We had some really exciting folks there. I mean, John David Cole was there from the Country Squire. Nate King was there. Jay Mouton was there, and I almost got in trouble there. I've been wanting a Jay Mouton pipe for a long time. I'll ultimately get one. But would have been a little bit of reach of my budget, and luckily, right as I decided I was going to make the purchase, someone jumped in front of me and bought it. So if you're familiar with the auction sites and things, the guy who runs the auction site, Pipe Stud, he luckily jumped in ahead of me and purchased that pipe. So I did get some things there. One of the main things I was going to get was some figgy pudding, and I'm embarrassed to say that I only got 2 ounces, and it's gone now. So you can't even get it from the Country Squire now. So I should have bought a half pound of this stuff. I'm not a huge aromatic smoker, but sometimes, and when I'm riding in my car, I do. When I'm around people that may not be super friendly to pipe smoking, and I want to kind of win them over, a nice aromatic really is the ticket there. So I did buy one pipe. So I got the figgy pudding. Oh, I also got a 2016 tin of Frogmorton. I'm gonna open this at Christmas and have it at Christmas, so I'll probably share at least a bowl here. But the artwork's really nice. I mean, I would have bought an empty tin, not for what I bought this of, but But this is going to be something I'll probably smoke a few times throughout the year, and save it for occasions if it is as good as everybody says it is. This thing gets raves, and I started smoking the year that McBaron stopped producing pipe tobacco. So we'll see. And I really do like Latakia mixtures. This is a 2016. So I got that, and I bought this really nice Pascusi pipe. It's an Italian pipe maker, and I really enjoy a nice ring grain. So check that. It's a nice bent pipe. Check that. And if I'm going to have a stem that is not black, I like a green stem. So this is nice. This certainly follows the Italian look, right? This, if this was away from me and someone told me that this was a Sir Jacopo pipe with the finish and the look, I would certainly say, yeah, that's probably a Sir Jacopo pipe. But it's Pascusi. Nice smoking pipe. I've already sent 2 bowls of tobacco through it. Hangs very well. Nice backwards P on the stem. It's just a really nice pipe. I was debating after I missed out on a couple of pipes that I wanted there, just because I hem-hauled. I don't need more pipes, right? But I wanted something to kind of commemorate going to the Texas Pipe Show, and this was nice, reasonable. It's an awesome pipe. It sits right on the shelf with all of my Sir Jacopos. I'll talk about that collection at some point. And if I forgot to bring that out here. Well, so if you entered the slow smoke contest, you got this really nice pouch and a tamper and a pocket, what are they called, the pocket jars. So you got a nice little pocket jar. Inside the pocket jar was the blend that we used. I can't really remember exactly what the blend was. I'm horrible. But, and then these have been, I've collected the one from last year. It's a nice little slow smoke competition, Missouri Meerschaum cob. So I did okay. I mean, I think I was at 13. I was the 13th out. So that was good. The guy that went out right after me was Michael Godwin, who's also part of our pipe club. We had one guy really do, we sent quite a bit of folks. I'll post some pictures along with this video, but San Antonio Pipe Club showed up, so that was the pipe show. It's going to be even better next year. I've only been to the Texas Pipe Show, getting to know a lot of people in the state, but this Texas Pipe Show draws people in from well outside of the state as well. A couple other things that I've found interesting since I've given since I've published a video. Peterson's kind of special pipes. I wasn't big on their St. Patty's Day pipe this year, and I've been a little bit I don't know, I just hadn't been buying a lot of Petersons. But the Christmas pipe this year is gorgeous. So this one, one of my favorite shapes of theirs. This is the XL02. But if you look at this, this says Peterson's Christmas 2024. This is a gorgeous pipe. So it's a nice spigot, copper, with a faux Cumberland. This is actually acrylic, but it looks very much like a Cumberland stem. I was super impressed by this pipe. I bought one. I probably should have bought a couple. They're gorgeous. So I think there's probably still a few out there, but Peterson did the copper The copper and the Cumberland together looks very, very, it just has this rustic look to it. And this in particular is a very nice smoking pipe. And then I went to this past weekend, which was Thanksgiving weekend. I drove down to my folks' house and went to an antique shop while I was there. And I always pick up some pipes. I picked up a couple pipes that I was planning on restoring and selling, which I do that pretty often. It's one of the reasons I built the workshop, is I'll be doing some restorations. In fact, one of the next few videos will be a restoration of a Peterson system pipe that I picked up. But along with that system pipe, I got this K Woody, and K Woodies are great for every time I pick up a K Woody and I clean it and I put it up, it'll sell the first the first day if I put it on Buy It Now. People love K Woody. I have never kept one. I've never smoked a K Woody, but this one is a nice military mount. It's just a beautiful little pipe, and I'm keeping it. It's nice. I was going to sell it. I probably should have sold it or should sell it, but I don't really have many American-made pipes, and I do have pipes that I dedicate to aromatics, because I do think that that if you smoke a pipe with some heavy aromatics, it's really hard to switch that pipe over and do some nice straight Virginias or anything like that. I also have pipes that I tend to smoke my Englishes with. So I have certain pipes for certain blends. I know a lot of people don't do that, but it's one of those things that I always have done. So this one wasn't that bad. I did do some, what I do with these nice kind of craggy sandblasts is I just take a toothbrush and regular soap and water, and I'll brush the outside to get down into the crags, and then I go back, make sure I dry it immediately. I go back and wax it, and this one turned out very nice. I did have to do some buffing. I think that's probably a stainless ring, but I mean, look at this thing. This is beautiful. It's a nice little billiard. So I've never smoked a K Woody, so let's fire this puppy up. Well, so far so good. So I'll make sure and post another video pretty soon. Christmas holidays are coming up. I'll have some time. Do some restorations. I'll give a little tour of the workshop. We'll discuss some books, particularly a few mysteries. As you know, I enjoy mystery novels. Some things I'm reading now, and I have a really cool coffee episode that I'm gonna probably have my son help me with once we get a little bit of time. But I'm sorry it took so long to post another one. Glad to give a little bit of an update on the Texas Pipe Show, and until I see you again, have a good one.